is time for the final match of the night. Who else will go to the round of 16? Will it be Zenio or will it be July?
We've had an injury in the studio. I just burnt my hand.
I saw that. Your eyes opened wide, Cases. Jet lag gone.
Jet lag gone, sir.
Who knew the only thing you had to do was scald yourself?
Yeah, right. I drink hot water in between. Well, actually, throughout these games, but I just burnt myself. I'm a burn nerd.
I ran out of coffee, and I just had to drink something right as we start. And I had to drink more of this soy milk, and I actually don't like this brand, I have to say. Sorry, this brand.
Take that soy.
Yeah.
What's up now, milk?
I don't like milk. I don't drink any milk.
Well, no, there's no point in drinking milk. I think you're supposed to drink milk when you're like little.
When you're, I think you're supposed to drink milk when you're a little cow. You want to become a big cow?
Oh, that could be.
Yeah.
When you're a baby.
I get my calcium elsewhere, thanks.
Your baby drinks milk.
Yeah, but that's human milk.
It's human milk, yeah. I'm not sure that there are other, like, what is it? Actually, I don't know. We have no time. We have no time.
No time left.
No time at all. The final match for today's GSL Code S is about to commence. Zenio going up against July Zerg. One will move on. One will sink down into Code A. We're going to find out who that is here in the GSL Code S. In the bottom left starting location, we have one of our two Zergs. He played very well against Alive, but he's going to have to do it one more time here against July. His ID is
Liquid Zenio.
in the top center starting location. The legend from StarCraft 1, here to prove himself in StarCraft 2. His ID is
Started July.
So far, pretty mirrored build orders.
Yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of downtime. Just we need to see, what order they get their buildings. There's not very many buildings that you can get early on as Zerg. So it's hatchery, spawning pool, extractor. What order do you do that? Do you get a Roach Warren? If so, when? Are you going to get a Baneling's Nest right away? If you're going to get one, is it for offense or is it for defense?
Yeah, these are all important questions. We do see the first hatchery will be claimed by July Zerg, but actually, was it claimed by Zenio? It's hard to say because the production tab wasn't on. And it was, that's pretty neck and neck.
It's tough to say.
Hard to say.
Looks like it's actually just slightly July. I really leaned forward and look at that screen. I'm going to say it's an extra pixel for July. That hatch.
Sick. Well, slightly quicker gas for July. Not surprised. I bet you he'll go Speed Bane.
Yeah, I'm almost positive he's going to go Speed Bane.
Yeah. July loves to kill people with Banelings in this matchup. Zenio should kind of know the style of July. Of course, this map, brand new, not many stats on it to have.
Yes, this map is Atlantis Spaceship. We do try to mix it up here at the GSL. Bring new maps to bring out new styles of play. New styles of play, bring new forms of entertainment, and help us understand StarCraft II more and more and more.
That's actually pretty true, man. We get to see what type of things happen on what type of maps. Likewise, playing a map a lot can tell you a lot about either a way that something's in balance or the way that maybe the game works. If you have a map that, for instance, let's look at Jungle Story, one of our oldest maps.
Oh yeah, we learned a lot about StarCraft.
Yeah, we did. Such as Jungle Story is terrible. Such as with that type of layout, a Zerg cannot win.
Yep.
And now we don't have any map that ever looks like Jungle Story, but we had a lot of games on it, and we really did figure that out, that for our understanding at that point in the game, that was a terrible map, and in fact, looking at it, I know it's still a terrible map. Don't worry, guys. Jungle Story's so bad.
Nice micro there by Zenio.
Yeah, that was really well done. Baneling Nest going up speed for both. Baneling Nest is July's, not surprised, but Zenio making a Spine Crawler. Not surprised about that either. Very smart move to do against July. fact, he has a lot of drones. This is beautiful micro, the drones, but this is a lot of drones at that expansion. In fact, July, through all that micro, got into the main base of Zenio. And in fact,
a scout.
Zenio just made a ton of Lings tasteless.
Oh, really?
And he's not the Baneling guy either. He's just made 20
He might be
Lings.
in trouble then.
He could be.
Defensive Banelings.
Because if you're doing a defensive Banelings against a bunch of Speedlings, obviously you are in great shape. Roachwarren going up now, just in case his opponent is going Banelings, which he does have the tech, but only one Baneling being morphed in right now. Right there. Near that depot.
Say hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing? It's like, I'm a Baneling cocoon, I don't talk, I only think. Alright, these Zerglings gonna run in here, but and he detonates it. That's actually pretty nice.
And it looks like he can go into the main now. More Lings coming in here. He's microing at 2 fronts now. Things are really starting to pick up.
Yeah, a couple of groups of Lings out on the map, but realizes, Jelizark has too much. He knows that there's Baneling tech as well, a very important thing to know.
Does he want to make just Roaches now and try to push?
Yes, you don't want to mess with Banelings when you have Speedlings. But actually, right now, Jelizark going up to layer. So I would say most likely what we're going to see, because he's gone Ling Baneling so far, is he wants to go into Muta.
More evidence of Banes right outside of Zenio's base.
Zenio getting his own Baneling nest, though. Roaches as well. With Roaches, of course, you can target down Banelings. They do almost no damage to Roaches. So Roaches in good shape in that situation. And oh, wow, that's a lot of pot shots for Jelizark. And Jelizark going to have to run away.
Deflected.
That's right. You have to be careful, though. You never know if there's going to be a Baneling at home. It's good practice to keep one on top of your ramp so that Zerglings like this can't just run up.
Do you think that he should just, Zenio should just push into July's base now?
I think he's definitely going to. Should he? Hard to say.
Yeah.
Based upon the tech speed of July and the fact that he's going Spire, as he just put it up, as we knew he was going to, yeah, this is a good choice. He's going to make a lot of Banelings, but he's got to make sure his Banelings are worthwhile and his opponents are not. That's basically what this comes down to.
Lots of Spine Crawlers coming up here.
If he gets all 5 of those up before the end of the battle, that's huge. It's gigantic. Here we go.
All right.
Getting ready. A lot of Banelings being marked
I
for
don't
July.
think those are going to finish in time.
Yeah, those Spine Crawlers, some of them. No, I think they are going to finish. Here we go. And what? That was so wasteful from both sides. They should try to split that a bit more, but it looks to me like the spines should be enough.
Actually, it's not entirely clear.
It looks like he wants to run up the ramp. This Roach is taking a lot of damage right now, and a lot of Lings being made by Zenio. Where are July's Lings, though? They're being made by him as well. And he will be able to clean these up at least.
Oh, and he's sending some more Lings up here into the main, making some Banelings. This is getting a little out of control.
Good choice. Make some Banelings in there to kill off the Lings of his opponent. Jelizark attacking
more Lings coming.
Units.
He's going to get this Queen for sure.
Good moves there, but it looks like he has enough. And, oh, wow, he wimps out at the last second. Well, we have a lot of Lings and Banelings coming down the map right now by Zenio still. He wants to go on, he wants to win here, and he might be able to do it, but defensive Banelings by July will be amazing in this situation. He's got to run those drones, does not want to lose them.
More Banelings coming over here, coming up to the ramp. Oh my god.
So much damage being done. And now he's going to move these, and July needs to make some mutas.
I'm so surprised he didn't do that earlier. You know?
Oh, move the spines?
Yeah.
Should have moved at least one. You're absolutely right. You know, you have to leave enough up that you don't just die. And this is very important for Zenio. He cannot be losing these to Banes. Oh, and those Banes are actually moving really, really well. Going to be very hard to take those out. Oh, there you go. So he is now stabilized. Jelizark has mutas, and thus he's going to have map control. Zenio can continue to try to sneak up a lot of Lings. It's going to be hard, though.
You can see he's continuing to just use these Zerglings because this way the mutas stay at home.
Yeah.
The mutas are not out on the map, killing overlords or anything like that.
And he actually killed 13 workers.
That's very good.
That's that's very nice. But we have mutas out, so he's going to clean up every overlord that happens to still be on the map. He's going to clean up all sorts of drones, anything he can find, basically. And that gives him map control. You can drone heavily behind it. You can switch his tech if he wants. He can stay on the tech if he wants. He can do all sorts of stuff, man. And the world is his oyster at this moment. This is his chance to get ahead. He has to have a good plan. A lot of queens out right now. I like that. It's a very old school play by Zenio.
It's good, though. It makes sense. Why did he get his second roach run? Did you just notice that?
Oh, that was a mistake.
Zenio just got a second roach run. I have no idea.
You know, when he's gone Ling Baneling for so long, sometimes your brain is like, I need to go roaches now.
I need more roaches.
But of course, those aren't going to be too useful for now. July is going to switch into roaches. Good choice. You force anti-air from your opponent with these mutas, like Hydralisks, for instance, or a ton of spores and queens, like we're seeing. And then you switch tech, and July is going to go infest a roach from here, so good choice. But Zenio is ahead on supply.
Alright, so we have Burrow being upgraded. And there's a lot of great stuff you can do with Burrow, with Zerg. Burrow and Banelings, Burrow and Zergling over in a location where they want to expand. You know, Roach, Burrow movement. So, yeah, it's basically an upgrade that everybody should get.
Yeah, it's worth the 100-100 once you get into a weird part of the game where 100 gas doesn't change everything. He's moving forward.
Oh, this is a terrible way for it's overlooked attack.
Queen darts.
They're poison-tipped darts.
But it feels like acupuncture.
Does
it feels relief and then he dies. It's actually very
sad. Oh, my back pains are gone.
Overlord back. How would he get back pains? I guess Ultralisk are pretty heavy to load in.
Yeah, man.
What do you think is heavier, an Ultralisk or any other payload they can get?
Well, here's an even tougher question for you. What's heavier, an Ultralisk or a Thor?
A Thor. It's not hard, actually. Sorry, Tasteless.
I always wondered why Blizzard didn't have an animation for the Overlord to hold the Ultralisk in the air.
He like holds him by his blades. You know what? Actually, I know why.
Why?
Because dropping Ultralisks is already so bad. If you could see which ones they were in, you could target them down in 2 seconds.
What about but you can see the Thor when you pick the Thor.
If you look at the way the Thor and Thor drops interact with the game, it's different. You know.
That is true, actually.
And yeah, it actually makes sense. And the medevac actually is so much smaller than the Thor, that would also kind of look silly. Whereas with Protoss, you're like, well, it turns in information. With Overlord, you're like, well, it is pretty big, I guess. This actually all makes perfect sense to me, Tasteless. I'm sorry if it doesn't to you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you're not enlightened in the brain like me.
By the way, their third bases are up and running.
59 drones each. We have the +2 attack on the way for Zenio, whereas 1-1 on the way for July. You know, interesting. +2 attack versus 1-1. The 1-1 player is going to be far superior against Zerglings. The +2 is going to be superior in Roach versus Roach. Think about that.
Yeah, it's very true.
Think about that, guys. Think about it. Yeah.
For some nerds, the earth is shaking right now. Like, Artosis!
That's right. I'm not even going to explain
I wasn't
why.
ready.
You have to get out your notebook and do some math if you don't know why.
Now, yeah, there's just like, kind of turned into a passive game. They're both building up. Nobody can really attack anyone. Wow, right as that base was planted, it got spotted.
That keeps happening to Zenio, man. People know his expansion time for sure. You know, that's why mutas are so great. You just fly around all game with them, scout stuff out, kill stuff randomly. It's very nice. Hydra's Den on the way for both players, in fact. And it's good to add in some Hydras. The damage output that they have is higher than Roaches, so that's important.
Yeah.
But you don't want to have too many because their hit points are far lower. They have far less speed as well.
I love how he's splitting up the queens. I mean, not the queens, the mutalisks.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that way not one fungal can get all of them.
Yeah, it's quite brilliant.
Good. So good.
Now, we do have these infestors sharking around. Can't wait to see what he does with them, if he gets away with it. You know, sometimes it's so powerful. If you can actually throw down enough infested Terrans to kill a hatchery and get out of there, it's amazing. And that's, that looks like what he wants to do, maybe even kill the drones. Watching him ambushes the mute, I'm like, oh, that's what you're supposed to do. Of course, you can barely see it if you're staring right there, but of course he's not. Only Jadon would have seen that, Tasteless. Let's be real. Just for one
Out of the corner of his eye. You had to see it on the mini-map, like Sonic Blur. His eyes would have turned red.
Jadong has 2 pedals, one for right arrow key and up arrow key, and one for down arrow key and left arrow key. And he just spams them all game long and plays through hotkeys, man. He sees everything.
Right now, Jalizerk is maxed out.
Love having those queens in that army to help out. Oh. Be careful, don't want to lose anything here. Down goes some
July's just not watching stuff. By the way, July is taking a 4th base.
Oh! Big fungal growth right there. He wants to keep on fungaling like that. Look how few roaches are actually attacking right there. But Zenio's army is very small. Where is the rest of your army, Zenio? You've got to get up here. Here we come. A lot more infestors coming. And it looks like he will go ahead and destroy July's army on the back of those beautiful fungal growths. Oh, so important. But July has more coming down here. You got to be careful when you only have hydras and they have roaches as well.
Yeah.
You got to have a fungal.
All right, he's got some roaches now. He can send to the front.
I actually refuse to
This
believe
should
he
be
had
a
no
pretty.
fungals there.
This should be this game, excuse me, should continue to be pretty damn epic.
Yeah, it's going pretty epic so far. We do have a Zenio supply lead at the moment, 173 to 155.
Which is a little bit of a twist, considering that Jalizerk was actually maxed out earlier. I don't know what exactly his game plan was for that attack. It's weird.
That first fungal, he had like over half of his roaches that never attacked. They just sat there and got eaten. It was really good fungals by Zenio. Now Zenio, notice he has a lot of hydras. Now if you fungal roaches, hydras outrange them, so the roaches don't even attack. Here we go. He's going to have a little attack with 4 spines there. That is not going to be something he wants to attack into. He's going to skedaddle.
All right, he's pushing up. This is a lot of overlords to use. He may end up getting supply blocked.
It's definitely a possibility. He's got to be careful, though. That's a lot of roaches. He's got to use fungals, and there we go. Beautiful fungals. Walking just about the right range, but in comes some more roaches from the side, and that's what you have to be careful about. Hydras do not have much health. If you keep everything fungal, they own it, but if not, they get owned.
And that's the problem. Look, Hydras are so slow off creep.
And it looks like he's just targeted down this hatchery that's off to the side. Hoping to be able to get it. Takes down that queen very quickly. Now decides, okay, go after drones instead. A nice move by Zenio here. Both players supply so similar. And July's actually starting to make a lot of lings. And with no infestor energy, if he has no infestor energy, those lings can be useful depending upon the upgrades.
All right, well, they definitely don't have any energy now.
Yeah.
The best turns are out here.
They're going to help out a little bit. They do get those plus attack upgrades from their Roach brothers.
You know what? I think he might just have too much.
He may indeed. Zenio trying to hold on here, making a lot more roaches.
Oh, it's so good he's been using Bro there.
Oh, look at that.
July actually hitting that hatchery.
Lings helped take that down, and now he's got to go over and help out the rest of his army, and I feel like this might actually just be too much.
Yeah, I think
even though he's down in supply, look at this. The tempo is totally going in his favor. He has less drones by a bit, but a lot of roaches. That nice fungal growth going off. Zenio's trying to save up energy to actually get something done with his infestors, but does he have enough for any fungals? No, because he's been using infested Terrans, so he's going to go ahead and lose a few of those. And man, I got to say, Jalizer's doing a good job, but this might be an overextension into those spines.
Yeah, I don't know
more
if he's
Zenio roaches coming. Zenio is actually going to go ahead and hold, and not just hold, but push him back a bit. More roaches from July rallied down. A nice bro movement to gain some health, but is it enough? He should be backing up to those spines. He really should be backing up to those spines. I'm so surprised that
Zenio has not taken out that hatchery yet.
I'm so surprised he's not backing up to those spines that are like 1 foot behind him, because they would be turning the battle.
Are you shocked that he's not backing up to those spines?
I'm still shocked, but now he has, so there we go. Drones coming down. Those aren't going to help that much. Fighting the drones a bit.
The supply now. All right, it's starting to tip. 86 to 122.
Jalizerg taking a pretty strong lead here, and I got to say, he played this game actually really well. Nothing like his old Jalizerg ZVZ style. Yeah. You know, he's actually macroed up. He got up to 4 bases. He used mutas. It wasn't some sort of just all in off 1 or 2 base. And I mean, he has shown us now that he actually can play quite a nice game in ZVZ. So Zenio's going to have to come at him with everything he's got. He might have to get a little bit more greedy next game.
Yeah, maybe do an all-in, do something a little bit more aggressive. Wow, talk about quite an exchange there. He will be able to get the Hydralisk Den, and Yeah, I mean, that's basically it. I think we're going to have GG any second.
Yeah, any second. Still trying to do stuff, but nothing can be done. There's no stuffed aces, which can be done to win this game from here. He's up by 100 spy, and GG.
Nice game.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
It was actually pretty back and forth. Jalizerg showing that, hey, I fixed my ZVZ. Maybe Jalizerg is going to do something this GSL season. We haven't seen him really perform that well in like a year, you know?
Yeah, well, I almost forgot about Jalizerg for a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's not one you keep on your radar right now, but
right.
his game tonight, what has he shown us? He's shown us that he can take out Marine King, the hottest player in the world right now. And he has shown us that his ZVZ has improved immensely. Immensely. If Jalizerg has the potential to play a macro game in ZVZ, it changes everything. Because before, everyone knew, oh, it's Jalizerg, LOL. If he goes on 2 base and doesn't attack me right away, it's a Roach +1 timing attack all in. And if he doesn't, then it is a Ling Baneling or Roach Baneling all in. But now, showing that has just made him 10 times more powerful in ZVZ. 10 times more scary.
I love splitting up the Mutalisks.
Very smart move.
You just have them all spread out.
Fungal growths don't like that, man.
Yeah.
What do you do? Fungal
what do you do?
9
Fungal,
times?
yeah, exactly.
Muta just
you like
won't
throw
die.
a infested terror in there, and you just just goes over there. And the infested terror's like, oh my god, I'm so slow. What?
He kills the infested terran and stays.
You could do that too.
Could do that. Depends on upgrades. 3/3 infested terran 0/0 Muta. No, man. Infested terran owns him.
When we get back, we're gonna have game number 2.
Well, we're not going anywhere. We're just gonna go into game number 2.
Oh yeah, what am I doing? We're going. It's jet lag, man. My brain is starting to melt.
It's already melted.
It's actually coming out of my
Thank God
ears
that
right
you
now.
have those headphones on, man, or there'd be brain all over your new Blazer.
I am going to sleep like a baby tonight.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have nightmares all night. Jalizerg's good at ZVZ. He's gonna dominate the GSL.
All right. Time for game number 2. The map is Dual Sight. And the matchup is Zerg versus Zerg. Can Zenio overcome Startail July? It's going to be tough to call. This is a different map that requires a different play orders, so, we'll see. Counterattacking, very deadly on this map. But enough about that. Let's get into this game. Zenio up against Jalizerg here in game number 2 of the final best of 3 here in this GSL Code S.